Let's go. Arena Cube Draft. Not really a good pack. Adeline is like good if you want to go mono white, and maybe the Giver of Runes will table. If not, maybe the Thraben Inspector will table. So that's like an option. I did go mono white and I went 3-0 with it already. Like, it's good archetype, but it's just kind of boring. It's just kind of too straightforward. You could always just take the Triome. Huntmaster is kind of a fun card, although it's honestly not that great. I think I'm just going to take the Triome here. Okay. Some good cards. Kai is very good. Swag Tusk is like a good sideboard card. Hey, what up, Dick Tolls? Let's fucking go. I think I'm gonna take the Paradise Druid. Yeah. Starting off kind of weak here, but that's okay. There's 2 more packs. Now I gotta decide what I'm doing here, because there's like Blue Sun's Twilight is a big mana spell. Mikaeus is like a good like beat down card. Werewolf Pack Leader is good, but you kind of want to make sure you're heavy green to play that. Negate is fine. Courser is fine. I mean, it's kind of like these 3 that I'm mainly looking at here. I think I'm actually going to take Mikaeus here. It's not that I necessarily want to play like a green-white beatdown deck or that, but he's kind of good no matter what, honestly. No matter what you're doing. Again, just not really great cards. I'm gonna take the Lair here. All right. Well, there's okay. So Coma is a good card. Embercleave is good, obviously. Search for Azcanta is really good. I really like. I want to get like Search for Azcanta and then get Oracle of the Alpha. Like if I already had Oracle of the Alpha, I would Windmill Slam this. I think I'm actually going to take the Coma and just try to build like a solid Simic deck. I hate doing drawings. It's so hard to be coherent. Yeah, I suck at drawing, so I can't give you any advice there. Take the Dismiss here. I'll take Kindred Denial. These are like expensive counter spells, but it's kind of what you want. Okay, so here's some good cards that make me happy that I'm in green, because Tireless Tracker is very good. And I would be happy to just take Armored Scrap Gorger here, but I'm going to take the Tracker. Deeproot Wayfinder is kind of mid. It's like it's one of those cards that is like really good in the in like the actual limited format that it's from. Your opponent plays that on turn 2 on the play. You're like, oh fuck. But it's not really that awesome in cube. Perk says I should have taken the armored scrap Groiper. Huatil. So the Thraben Inspector came back. The Giver of Runes didn't come back. Huatil's not that great, but I don't want anything. Like, it's either this or Caravan or take the Restless Ridgeline, but I'm just going to take the Huatil. He's pretty good, actually, if you get, like, an actual, like, whatever that dinosaur is called to search up with him. Now I'm deciding between Thragtusk, which is just like a solid sideboard card, Disallow. I gotta decide really fast. I mean, this is a little crazy, but I'm gonna take Kaya. I'm not just gonna do the Cynic thing. We already have like a white-black land. Kaya's just so good. Oh wow. My cup runneth over. I'll just take the werewolf. Do you look for the best cards right off the bat, or do you like specific color strategy? I try to stay kind of open. I do like the blue-red strategy in this particular cube. Maybe you splash white or black or something, but just like that kind of like spells deck is probably my favorite strategy. I also my favorite to play for the fun factor is the like Field of the Dead, Felidar Retreat, Prime Time, Elish Norn, like landfall deck. But you got to kind of get really lucky to get, you know, even 2 out of those 4 cards. Let's see here. I could take Watery Grave. I could take Xander's Lounge. Probably just going to take Xander's Lounge. It's my second time picking a land first pick. I do like Kolaghan's Command a lot, but Supreme Will. Oh. Yeah, I just want Growth Spiral here. Supreme Will is very good, though. That would be my second pick out of this pack. Jugan Defends the Temple is very good. If you can go turn 2, like Werewolf Pack Leader, into turn 3 Jugan, and then you get to put a counter on your pack leader, it's solid. Yeah, I gotta take that card. This card I'm not very big on. Neither this one. This one is like okay. I don't know. I think I might take Censored or Tamiyo's. I'll probably take the Censor here because it cycles. Tamiyo Safekeeping or Tamiyo Safekeeping or whatever is pretty good. All right, so here we got Thirst for Discovery, which is very, very good. And then we also have Restless Vinestock, which I kind of need pretty badly. I'm going to take the Thirst for Discovery. Just the greedy play is just too good. If my fixing isn't good enough, I'll have to cut like the Kaya. That's not the end of the world. I got mad and quit MTG forever, but it's been a while now and I forget why. Might be time. To be honest, I've been thinking about quitting like every time I play these days because I get angry because people play too slowly. And you're just like sitting there waiting for them to do their move. And then like after several months of like every time I play this game I get pissed off and my cortisol spikes. You're kind of like, why am I even doing this to myself? It's supposed to be my downtime. Oh, there's the Oracle. Wow, there's like, I mean, these 3 cards I like all. I want them all. I wish I had the search, but was the search in this? No, the search was in last pack, so that's definitely not coming back. Oracle of Alpha is just too fun. I wish the war didn't have to take up every space. Oh yeah, Black Aragorn. Oh yeah, you quit because of that. That's a pretty good reason to quit. Black Aragorn is very cringe. I'm going to take the Worm Coil here over the Beast Collar or the multiple choice. I'll just take the Exclude here. I have a lot of like counter magic and not a lot of... Yeah, again, I'm just going to take, even though this is basically another counter spell. You want to like, the reason you want to play Simic is to combine your counter spells with like other things like flash creatures or whatever other spells you can do. Like Thirst for Discovery is a good example. Like flash cards, creatures, and instant spells that you can do when you don't need to use your counter spell. I don't really have a lot of that, unfortunately. Oh, the Vine Stock came back. That's sick. Yeah, I'm sick of talking about. Well, I got bored of talking about Gaza. Like, oh, nice, wow, wild. Okay, there's Snapcaster Mage, which is always just awesome. Breeding Pool, we'd love to have. I like Inscription of Abundance a lot too. Some other like okay cards that might table, but I will take the Snapcaster Mage. Yes, I will. 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. We're not really like that desperate for playable, so I'm really like gonna prioritize blue-green lands now. Could take Ugin. He's kind of mid, honestly. Garruk. Bouncer. I'll give Garruk a shot. Put Polychronos in. Rishkar is very good though too. Pelt Collector might actually be better. So I don't have a Uro in this deck or any other like stuff that the only other card that cares about my graveyard is Snapcaster Mage, so I'm gonna take the Polychronos. I do have to cut one card now. I don't think I want the Huatli. That's probably the card I least want right now. Wow, here's some really good cards. Grow Old Together, Brainstorm, Malcolm. Malcolm is like insane if you get it to 4 counters, but it's good even if you just get 1 or 2 triggers. Then you got Teferi here, which is like kind of like a win condition on its own. Wow, there's the Field of the Dead showing up late to the party. I'll take it. We're going for maximum greed, folks. What's it like playing with people watching you? Oh wow, Hellish Norm. Gonna have to cut some of these counter spells, I think. What it's like playing with people. I don't want Elusive Otter either. I don't really care about people watching me. Like it's not like it adds pressure, if that's what you mean, or anything like that. But it is like having to talk and try to be high energy. I mean, I know you wouldn't know it, but this is me being high energy right now. I'd rather just, like, for my chill out time, just not have to talk and stuff like that. But you know, we're up to 130 subs on the gaming channel now, so you got to give the people what they want. Green, white, yeah, we need the green, white land. We also need, like, lands for our Field of the Dead. Our greedy Field of the Dead. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. I gotta cut one more card. Probably just cut the Censor. Either that or one of the, like, 4 mana counters. I wouldn't hate having like these. The 1 mana cantrips are nice with your Snapcaster to just get early cheap value. Duskwatch Recruiter is not that amazing. Ooh, Pelt Collector. Wow. We're just in the right colors. We have too much. I gotta cut some of these cards though now. Alright, I'm gonna cut Kindred Denial, Censor. I don't need 3 1 mana cantrips. And then, what's the last cut gonna be? We got Mikaeus on the chopping block. Not Werewolf Pack Leader. Duskwatch Recruiter on the chopping block. These cards I want. This exclude could be Garruk. And these cards I want. Okay. Gotta cut one of these cards. Mikaeus is good with Field of the Dead and good with Garruk maybe. No, I'm just gonna cut the exclude. Basically, main reason being is that I have lots of 3-drops in my deck as usual, and so it's like on turn 3 I probably want to be just casting a spell. I should probably consider Nantucket Slicer too, actually. Maybe that's better than Garruk. Be able to get back one of my, like, really powerful cards. Yeah. Alright, let's try this. I know it's not that I do the stream expecting to talk. No, I like interacting with the chat when I'm streaming. Like, if I'm gonna stream, I'd rather have people putting stuff in the chat. Don't get me wrong. That's a mulligan. Okay. This is a pretty good hand if I got to keep all 7. I'm just going to pitch the dismiss, I guess, unfortunately. But that would be a really good 7 hand. 7 card hand. Looks like the opponent took a mulligan too, so that's nice. Actually, he actually went down to 5. Help Collector. If I had another blue mana, I could Snapcaster Growth Spiral, but I don't have another blue mana, so I guess I'll just cast Brainstorm and see what I see. Okay. See, I want to play the, or no, I don't have to play the forest. I play the swamp. Okay. Put the forest back. Is that right? No, I'm gonna miss my land drop if I do that. Do it like this. Would have been nice to play Polychronos this turn, but you know. Here is Tireless Tracker. Which I cannot do anything about. Oh wait, I could cast Kaya and then exile the Tireless Tracker. Honestly, I kind of want to do that. If he gets another counter on his Pelt Collector, I'll just trade. Yeah, it's pretty much over for this guy now. Mold to 5 is rough. Hell Rider. Well, there goes Kaya. Oh, he didn't even attack. I mean, you're supposed to attack there, bro. Kaya is so good, man. She's so good. Cast the Coma. There might be some argument for like don't show him the Coma, but there's not a lot of cards that are answers for Coma that you don't have in your main deck at all times. You know what I mean? A card like Ossification or whatever, any kind of card that could actually deal with that, you're going to be playing regardless. So Hell Rider, some kind of Gruul thing, some kind of Gruul aggro. Don't think I want to bring in like any counter spells when I'm on the draw here. Glissa is kind of interesting. Bring in Glissa and just drop like Dismiss. What up, Wood Pit? Can't see the bottom of the chat. Hold on. Make myself small. I see you, Wood Pit. Oh, I didn't get the X X and Facebook. Not that anyone's watching on Facebook, but oh, I forgot to load the chats for those guys. X and Facebook. The old Facebook unpause. Facebook is like a shockingly buggy website for one that is like worth like $1 trillion. Like I'm a Facebook power user, so I know about many bugs on there. Might just want to cycle this. Well, it is my second blue, which could end up needing at some point, but we got lots of lands now, so cycling next turn lets me like flip my guy, assuming he doesn't. It also just costs 3 to activate this, and so that may be a better option actually. Questing Beast. Turn 3 Questing Beast on the play. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's better to activate this or to just cycle. I'm gonna cycle, I think. It's too bad I didn't have the discount that turn, so I would have much rather just cast this dude than whatever nonsense I'm doing. But I'm glad he's not adding a bunch more pressure by the looks of it, because we have enough pressure. Oh, there's the werewolf pack. What happened to how is this a Hell Rider deck? Did he say red for this? No, he said green. He must have switched to mono green. This will flip back now, right? Because he cast 2 spells. So I could Growth Spiral and then play Jugan Defends the Temple. I have to take 2 damage to do that. Bog. I'm kind of fucked here. Too much pressure. Supreme Will is not. I don't know what I'm looking for, but it's not that. I can cast Kaya next turn and get rid of the Questing Beast, but I'm taking 7. Or if he activates this, I'm taking 9. He is activating it. Oh, you can only activate this once basically, because it just changes the base stats. Yeah, take 9 damage. Yeah, that's what I do. I take 9 damage. This thing has 5 power, so it can't kill me with its trample. No attacks. Is this the turn where he casts Crater Hoof Behemoth or whatever. Twitch wasn't showing up on the Daily Cope earlier today. So I've noticed that the browser sometimes, like the chat doesn't load. It's weird. I'll refresh the thing a bunch of time. Did you see that Pal World game that just came out? I see people talking about it on Twitter, but I haven't actually seen any gameplay. I know it's kind of a controversy, I guess, because the game is like from an indie developer, but extremely popular. But I don't really know anything about it. Oh, Wormcoil Engine is exactly what the doctor ordered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can even keep up Supreme Will. Not that it's likely to counter anything when he has this much mana, but I will keep it up. Very good cards. Nantucket Slicer's not that good because of the thing, the Scrap Gorger. Maybe I just want Thirst here, actually, to be honest. Just give me more cards to actually do stuff. I don't know. I could, I guess, like, let's do this first. Taking, like, the Oracle and then just having a massive giant Oracle. Trying to get my guy big, so I should be able to, if I pump this. See, he's 7/7 now. Can't believe we're gonna win this game, man. One life. Talk about clutch. Easy peasy. From the videos, it looks like Pokemon with guns. I've heard it. There's like a Stone Toss comic that's described it that way. It was like Pokemon with guns sells 7 million copies, or in the first panel, and the second panel was like, it looked like Sonic the Hedgehog committing suicide, which I didn't really get. Shouldn't it be like Pikachu or something? Well, I don't know. There's one clip where the little Pokemon have an assembly line set up and are making AK-47s. That's funny. Oh, another mulligan. Cool. We're on the play again. Which is nice, but I don't like mulliganing. Alright, well. This is not a bad hand to keep off a mulligan. I guess I'd return the forest. Ouch. I was just about to say, like, A land heavy hand like this is like a really good card to have in this scenario. And then he did that, which is annoying. Bitter Blossom. Okay, I actually need to throw down the Xander's Lounge here so that I'll be able to cast my Polychronos. This isn't looking too good. Couldn't figure out who the last character was in the last Stone Toss panel. Yeah, it looked like Sonic the Hedgehog to me, but I didn't really get it. I mean, if he actually doesn't have a removal for Polychronos and I get to like kill this thing, might have the bitter end here or whatever it's called, the -3/-3. Oh, black. It was a -3/-3. It was just a different one. Man, no, this thing's gonna be a 5/5 the next turn. Means for some reason I thought she was 4/5, but she's 4/7, so she can block at least theoretically. All right. I don't have a lot of time tonight, so when I'm getting wrecked that bad, I'm just gonna move to the next game. I kind of Bitter Blossom. I kind of think the same plan of like Garruk and Glissa come in, Dismiss comes out, and I think I'll actually just take out the Nantucko Slicer. This guy has Graveyard Hate again. So it's either the Nantucko or the Polychronos that I think should come out. Okay. Growth Spiral, Snapcaster. Growth Spiral is a plan, although it requires him to not Inquisition me again on turn 1. Legion's Landing, okay. I was afraid it was going to be the fuck is it called? The guy who makes you pay 1 on your, and then they get to draw a card if you don't, or yeah, technically it's not 1. Technically it's you pay the power of the guy, whatever that, Sentinel, something Sentinel. I believe Pokemon tried to sue the makers of Pal World and they lost. I'm gonna trade my Snapcaster with the 1/1 here, just like make it harder to flip. This is another one of these weird situations where it's like my opponent switched to a mono-colored deck as their sideboarding. It's very Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot that. Oh god, retard. Most likely he would have attacked regardless, but I would have traded anyway. forgot about the old. All your creatures come into play tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think Glissa's good enough to keep. The only real reason I was thinking about bottoming Glissa is because I really would like to just have a land drop next turn. A land drop that is not island or plains or swamp. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I can't cast Polychronos and Glissa. I think just Polychronos. It'd be really nice if I could play them both. Man, this Thalia is fucking me up. Oh, she's a soldier too? Gets 2 tokens? Bruh, it's over. Should have taken the Day of Judgment. It's Jover. We all come in tapped. He's got so many of these fucking things. 6, 7 creatures. I mean, if I get a land drop, that's really my only chance here. Oh, they all come in tapped. I keep forgetting that. Like, all right, I got 5 blockers. I can take 2 damage and live. Maybe I'm not dead. Probably am dead, but maybe not. Oh, I counted wrong. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, so I have 5. So 2 things get through. Duh. If I had 1 more mana, I would have been able to block with my land, but alas, he got me. Thalia being a soldier, on top of making all my creatures come in tapped, I was just totally backbreaking. Getting all those extra tokens. Yeah. It's like we're taking some damage off our lands this game. Sup, MSBMS. Would have been really cool to draw like the tireless tracker there or something, get a trigger, draw a card off my werewolf. But we got the consolation prize of Supreme Will being up. That's a good card. Now if I hit a land, I can do the worm coil, get my pelt collector trigger that way, draw a card. Need an untapped land though, which is actually kind of asking a lot from my deck. We're just going to trample over that thing. You know you're dealing with a high IQ opponent when they block in this situation. I mean, he might have like Day of Judgment or something like that where it makes sense. Get your one life, right? But I have a feeling that's not what's happening here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to trade here. Trade my werewolf, I think. Get to draw another card off him. We drew 2 cards off the werewolf. I mean, he did his job. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was supposed to cast Oracle there, actually, and not Worm Coil, because then I would get a trigger for this off Oracle and trigger. Now Oracle doesn't trigger the Pelt Collector, giving him the trample, but he's like, can't go wrong with Worm Coil Engine, you know what I'm saying? This guy's really on Planeswalkers. I wish I had a Immortal Sun to sideboard in against him. So I can't kill both planes. Or wait, no, I can't. But what I can do is I think Monster's Advocate is the one that's more important to get off here, get off the board. So I attack that with this and this with this. And then I basically am killing both here, actually. Or he has to chump block and he still takes 1. So it's pretty good for me. a good card. I think the more high IQ play here is to kill the Oracle. But this opponent is not particularly high IQ. I guess I see the argument, which is I can attack with the Death Touch creature and it has one more power. But I'm trading one power for a scry here, which is... I'm kind of happy to make that trade. The fuck is he doing now, though? This is oh, because... So this is what I'm talking about, why I get angry. I'm not angry right now because it's going relatively fast. But because Inferno Titan can pump for one with its fire breathing... This guy's just holding priority because he has mana up. And so you get into these situations where guys like this, they just keep holding priority. Not like it's just infuriating sometimes because they never seem to like figure it out, you know? Wow, okay. Wow. All right, well, Teferi... Getting this Inferno Titan out of here. Not trying to get fancy with it. See, this is what I mean. So again, you have to wait because the guy, he didn't clue in like, oh, I have to keep clicking next every time something happens. People are just like, it's weird because the game is like such a complicated game. You wouldn't think there would be that many low IQ people playing. I think it's like, it's not that they're like retarded, but it's also just that people don't value their time like I do. You know what I mean? So I always get like, haha, Ancestral Recall. That's why Oracle is so fun. Yeah, you know, I get very antsy at those little delays like that, but this whole draft has been pretty fast, honestly. We did the whole thing in like just over an hour. That's very good by arena standards. I've had ones where it was like 2 hours and it still wasn't over. Oh, there goes Teferi. This is the revenge attack. This is also what I mean though by like this is a waste of time. Just concede. Just concede, dude. No one gives a shit that you can kill my like you're dead. You're dead. Mind you, I'm gonna Ancestral Recall just to show what a baller I am. Oh, I thought that was game 2 for some reason. That was only game 1. Okay, we gotta play another game. This guy has like lots of planeswalkers, which kind of makes me want to keep my Dismiss in this time. I do kind of want Glissa though. Like he doesn't seem like he has a lot of removal from what we saw. And Glissa is just like a very hard card to deal with if you don't have a removal option for it. You just have Inferno Titan, but what am I gonna cut is the question here. No, not the. I'm gonna actually cut the Thirst for Discovery. I realized in that last game that like I don't have that many basics in my land, and Thirst for Discovery is not that amazing when you don't have basics. That story about the FAA air traffic controllers is fucking nuts. I don't know if I saw that one. And Gabriel, Ultimate Online. Is that supposed to be Ultima? I don't think I've ever played Ultima Online, but I played like Ultima back on like the fucking like Commodore 64 days or whatever on my grandpa's computer. It was like I played like Ultima. I want to say it was like Ultima 5, which feels like how could it be that old and be at number 5? This 1988 this came out. Pretty sure I played this a bunch on my grandpa's computer. Ultima 5. I kind of snap keeped that without realizing I didn't have the second green, but I do have a second green with the monk token, I guess. And there's also another green. So now we can definitely go Jugen into Cultivator. It is really nice to have a creature in play on turn 2. So you get both counters, but so this is interesting. This is where I can like just play the Glissa and hope he doesn't rip a lightning bolt off the top. My 3 toughness creatures not lining up great against this guy's cards. You just tweeted about the story like an hour. Oh, I schedule all my tweets way in advance is the thing. Right, there's the Overseer. Yeah, we'll go for the Tireless Tracker here. This guy's so good. Getting like an extra card. He didn't play his planes. Maybe he has a reason. Oh yeah, he's probably got a Planeswalker. He's probably got a Vivian here. Which is kind of bad for me. Kind of back-breaking, to be honest. I can attack with Glissa though, and then he has to take 3 on the Planeswalker or chump block. Probably he just take 3. Actually, you can attack him and then remove. Oh, that's what we're doing. Given that it has Death Touch, it would have made a lot more sense to put the counters on your other creature. I get a little bit annoyed losing to people who are like just obviously kind of bad. Better do this first, I guess. Plans. He's got a lot of lightning bolts in his deck now. This is an awkward thing where it's like I could Nantaku his Jewel Mine Overseer into my hand, but then I wouldn't be able to cast the dwarves that it puts in your deck because I don't have... red mana icons. Got Tireless Tracker out of bolt range. That's a small victory. This Jugan just sitting in my hand, but I think this is a better play. Getting the Pelt Collector going. Oof. I think that's game over. Wish he would take out the cultivator instead of the Pelt Collector, but he's not that dumb. Play testing the new Tribes game. It's gonna be fire. Is that the PAL World thing that everyone's talking about? Oh yeah, I was gonna look at my tweet. I got distracted by the game, my air traffic tweet. Oh yeah, United sets new diversity goal 50%. That's actually an older story, I think. Like from like summer last year or something like that. You see how long this guy's turn has taken? This is what I mean when I say I get angry. Okay, well I have to attack. I have to at least keep doing this for whatever it's worth. I guess I should have played the land first on the offhand chance he trades the Inferno Titan, but didn't think he was going to actually trade the Inferno Titan there. Now, do I want to take another 2 off my land? I think so. I'm just going to cast like a giant Nicaeus here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to tap my Druid. Rather like chump block with it or something. It's a CTF first person shooter. I don't know what CTF means. With no skill ceiling like all the Tribes games. What, is there a Tribes game that I would know? I don't know. Oh, he went for the search for a creature that costs 2. I guess he's going to get another dwarf. Not sure that that's better than just making a 3/3 and plussing, but kind of close, I guess. I mean, I'm just going to trade the Nicaeus with the Inferno Titan. I can Nantucko Slicer the Inferno Titan back into my hand, which maybe will actually get me back in this game. Although I can't cast it this turn. Not even close. Glissa is kind of tempting, but the problem is I know he's got all those lightning bolts in his deck, which I'm racing against here. Oh, man. All right, we got to fucking get this fucking thing down. And I don't want to take 2 damage and just be in dies to bolt range. Maybe, no, I don't think I could attack that turn. We need to fade this turn, get Inferno Titan down, and then maybe. Oh, capture the flag, CTF, gotcha. Thoughts on PVZ Heroes? I don't know what that is. Another Planeswalker. Okay, he blows up the enchantment. If he attacks with all 3 here, I'm going to have to take 2 from the Face Breaker, and then I'm in dying to Lightning Bolt range. There's nothing I can do about that. There is a Wormcoil Engine in my deck that could get me out of the dying to Lightning Bolt range, but we're definitely on a clock here. Bolts my face right now, I'm gonna be so angry this is what I mean. Good game, he says. Yeah, good game. Play faster, bitch. Why did that take you 6 fucking minutes to play that turn? You didn't even have to blow up the enchantment. Like, you didn't have to do any of that, you know? Fucking show-offs. Good game. Also, saying good game when the match is still going is also cringe. That's also cringe. Maybe I want exclude on the play. Although it's kind of tough here. Do I cut Supreme Will for exclude? Maybe I'll just cut Opt. Opt schmopped. Sweaty bastard. All right, let's take home a win here. You can go. This is kind of awkward because I have to play Temple Guard and take 2 to cast Pel Collector, and then I can't play the Vine Stalk next turn if I want to Brainstorm, which means that I can't Snapcaster Brainstorm on turn 3, so it's a little bit awkward, but we'll probably just play the Vine Stalk. Agatha's Soul Quadrant. Alright, well now we have Supreme Will, so we'll see see if he goes for a Jeweled Mine Overseer or something like that here. Did I call it or what? You may spend manas over any color to activate abilities. Creatures you control. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters have all activated abilities of all creatures. Exile a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. See, there was no advantage to him to exile that. This doesn't have any activated abilities, and so that's just a counter that he can't put on a creature now. So now the greedy play is cast Brainstorm, find an untapped land, and have Exclude up. I mean, it's 3 cards. What could go wrong? Okay, we did it. We did it. Read it. Do you think mobile gambling will become a problem in the future? I mean, I think it's already a problem. Any kind of gambling like destroys lives, ruins families. It's just like there's no advantage for him to do that. All right, we may as well. This is looking good, by the way. We may as well get our counter before we attack. I could have like tried to like do like Exclude or whatever, but I mean I have 2 good Planeswalkers to cast next turn, so I don't think it matters too much what I do here. Like just having these 2 Planeswalkers makes me feel like I basically can't lose this game, but we'll see. Might just exile the Forge with Kaya. I think I'll cast Teferi first and then see what he does and then decide if I want to exile the Forge the turn after. I can take a few damage off that thing. Yeah, I should have kept the tapped land to play this turn. That was not the best sequencing. But I think my thinking was like I might want to cycle it, which I probably just will because I get to untap 2 lands. Yeah, I'll probably just cycle it. Teferi takes 2. This guy's just got nothing going on. I almost feel bad for him. I'm just gonna get the Forge out of here before it hurts my Planeswalkers more. I guess I'm not gonna get Inferno Titaned next turn, so probably holding a bunch of green cards that he can't cast because he has no forests. Those YouTube blackjack dealers look insane to me. I've been seeing them everywhere lately. I haven't seen that. I don't spend a lot of time on YouTube. And when I go to YouTube, it's mostly to listen to music. I used to get a ton of hate mail from playing the boxing game Fight Night. Like, you mean like other gamers telling you to kill yourself or whatever? That's pretty normal, I guess, for any online game. We have VLT casinos in our town. Yeah, we have those in my hometown in Canada too, and they're awful. China doesn't even allow these rooms, by the way. They are called... Yeah, I'll tell you a story, and then I'm going to end the stream, but I worked at a bar. I started as a DJ, and then I did like a little bit of bartending. This was like, I was like 18 years old, 19 years old, working at this. It was kind of like a nightclub, or it wanted to be a nightclub, but it was in a small town, so it wasn't very bumping. Anyway, they had VLTs there, and the owner moved like a couple provinces away. He moved to the coast, and he left this woman in charge. And she would just sit there and play the VLTs, and she became addicted to the VLTs. She would take money from the bar to gamble on the VLTs. And then he ended up having to sell the bar because it went under, because she wasn't running the bar. She was and she was stealing from it, and she was gambling. All right. So yeah, I don't like VLTs. I'm not a fan. All right, guys. See you tomorrow morning if you're a coach.